iHipHopTV.com on YouTube. Shit is fire. Check out iHipHopTV.com on YouTube.
That's right, iHipHopTV. It's your man PStock. Here we go. Great mission continues on. You know, we got the brains behind the push and the mission for eradicating homelessness, starting with the veterans first. Great program. Touched over it. Going to bring in some new pieces to introduce, and we're going to start with the regular. We have Dr. E in the building. Go, Dr. E. Let him have it.
iHipHopTV in the house.
HipHopTV it is.
We got fire guests. We got some amazing content that we're about to drop, and we want to make sure that everyone has a great listening ear, got a good heart. We got a mission. We got 36 months, a mission to eradicate the entire homeless epidemic nationwide. Veterans first. You know, we got Jefro's Botanical in the house.
Jefro's Botanicals in the place to be.
Yes, yes. And we also have War Muhammad in the house, who's got a special presentation that everyone needs to hear. And we're all on the same page. We're all wanting to take care of this epidemic, this homeless epidemic, take care of our veterans, and just make this operation historic. So let's bring on Mr. Jarrett so he can talk about what he's doing to change the world.
Well, thank you very much. PStock, iHipHopTV, you guys rock. I really appreciate the opportunity to jump on, especially with Daryl introducing me, bringing us into the light from the darkness we'll talk about soon. And I'm excited because we have opportunities not only with eBay and Amazon's. You know, sometimes we have an issue. A company has to find out how to get rid of products coming in too fast. And that's where we kind of jumped on with our expertise with Dr. E, bringing us into the eBay community and Amazon, other opportunities for getting our boxes that are $250 to start your own company. And by that also, we're offering opportunities with our company, which is Jefro's Botanicals. We have a healing cream that has been doing amazing things around the world. And we picked up a couple countries, which is always a blessing to pick up somewhere else new, to show these companies that you can expand wherever you want to. If you put your heart and mind into it, put God first, we can all make it work together. And having a great people like War, having PStock, and having Dr. E on board to have a whole conglomerate of good people with beautiful minds gets us to the next level. So that's what I'm here for with our products that are amazing. We have opportunities that have been offered to many, and we're going to show that to you in a little bit here. So thank you guys so much for the opportunity. I love you guys.
Right, Jared. So we got Ward.
Hey, man, what's up, world? iHipHopTV. I am hip hop. This ain't my TV, though. This is their TV, but I'm on here today. They got War on here. It's a historical moment. We got Jarrett, mastermind behind this cream that is about to change the world. We got Dr. E, Crypto King, eBay King, Amazon takeover out the back door, my man. This is when we talking about wealth, we talk about currency. What was the first form of currency? The barter system. If anything happens to the dollar, currency is going to go two ways: digital or barter. Dr. E is setting us up to have both ends of the spectrum covered. Imagine having a warehouse full of things that people need around the world, and you got it now. That makes you highly valuable. That means you have currency, substance, and wealth is the form of currency. The Coinage Act states only lawful money is gold or silver coins. So that's because gold and silver is the actual substance and mineral. So digital currency, we already see that the crypto world is here to stay. It's not going nowhere. I want to personally thank Dr. E for bringing me into the crypto world 4 or 5 years ago, when I would have been one of those, people like, oh, it's the mark of the beast and this and that. And then I realized, what? This is the future. This is independence. This is a whole nother spectrum of wealth, when now I'm thinking we need our own coin. That's how I'm thinking now. We need to create our own form of cryptocurrency, which I heard Jarrett mention something about it earlier in our conversation. So I'm on board. I mean, to start my own wine and champagne company. Thank you, Dr. E. When he approached me about doing that 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, right. Your own wine and champagne company, get out of here. But I'm the type of person, I take that chance. I'm not the type of person let an opportunity pass me by for a few dollars. Hold on, let me send this few dollars to this and see what's gonna happen. So next thing you know, I'm having a wine tasting at my local club. You know what I'm saying? With my brand of wine, and everybody looking at me like, how you do this? Look, let me show you. Come over here. Let me introduce y'all to Dr. E. So I thank you, Dr. E, for everything that you do, for staying persistent, because I know you deal with a lot of people that's a lot of talk and they ain't about them actions. And that's why I always wanted to show you I'm about them actions. You know what I mean? Everything we do, if I say it, I'm gonna make it happen, and it's gonna be a reality. So I want to personally thank you for doing all these things for me. And right now, my TBC is in the millions. So, just throw that out there. It's in the millions. So and that's just the forefront, of what Dr. E has to offer. He got so much to bring to the table, like Jarrett. I mean, me and Jarrett, but we probably talked for 2-3 hours today. I love that man like a brother, and I just met him today, already off just his inspiration, his drive to help people, to literally. I mean, pain is something none of us want to deal with. If you ever dealt with pain, that's something you don't want to deal with. Toothache, any type of pain, it's excruciating. So to know that it's someone out there that's going against the grain, willing to put. I told him, man, what you're doing, you're putting your life on the line. You're like a Dr. Sebi. Anytime you're trying to get to the root of the problem and really fix something and not prolong the problem with just medicine and stuff, you become a threat. You become a threat to big corporations, big business, big pharmaceutical companies that make their money off pumping drugs into you and getting you chemically dependent on their drugs for the rest of your life. So when you coming up with real solutions, you become a threat. So I want to salute to Jarrett for being fearless. You got to be fearless to do the things that these brothers is connecting with. I ain't gonna take up all the time. I know, other people got more things to say, and then later I want to, come back and tell y'all, what all I bring to this table. But I do music. I'm a musician. Hip hop is my life. I done produced and recorded over 10 studio albums. I started my own genre of music called God's Music Production. I got it trademarked. I got the LLC for the company, and this isn't my company. This is God's company. And when God say, hey, these are the people you need to have in your circle. These are the people that's going to help you build God's music production. and take it to the top of the world, those are people that I want to be my partners in everything I do. So I look at D, I look at E, I look at them as future partners in everything that I plan on doing. You know, so salute to both of y'all.
Same to you.
Same to you, Will. Love
You
you to
know,
death.
That's big.
I really do.
That's real big.
It means a lot. And, you know, when you say it like that, it makes me feel really inspired too, because it takes the Dr. E's, it takes the PStocks, it takes the crypto profit to be able to give us the acknowledgments that we need and the education that we need that's in the back that we didn't have. You know, I didn't have any of that stuff until I got to learn about going into a prayer group and understanding there's more opportunities for us out there. But when it comes into that, it makes me think about humanity and the mission that we're given. And if we can listen to the mission that's given to you and open up your ears and listen, close your eyes and get into the darkness that we'll talk about in a minute, and understand the wellness you're giving yourself, the healing that you're giving to the world. Because if you can heal yourself first, then your ability to heal others is extraordinary. And I think we have to really think about that. Internal mental health, and also self-regulating, helping yourself with mental health, talking to your friends, talking to War, talking to PStock. Hey, I need to talk about this. We talked for a while too. Dr. E being passionate about what he does and being so passionate about bringing our Healthy Referral magazine. Show him the newspaper, Healthy Referral newspaper. That's from 1989, you guys. It's the oldest health newspaper out in the market. Tom was on earlier today, and
we're going to get him back. We'll get him back on. And
yeah, he'll come back out. But this is giving you opportunity to look at different remedies, different things that are out there. They also do really, really great advertising where they are very descriptive, not just about the discount, but about the company and why they made the product. Don't you want to know about why I have such a beautiful product? Don't you want to know about how the proper copper got tied into CBD so we can heal people around the world right now? Isn't that phenomenal that we can talk about anything that you bring to my world right now in front of me? I'm going to tell you how I can take care of it in front of your face, and you're going to walk away from me and not believe it until you keep on seeing the same people go, another person come up, here you go, boop, they're gone. How many times we got to keep on doing this? As many as it takes to heal humanity. And getting in our program right now, spending $250 to $1,000 for our eBay extraordinary program we're doing right now to help you guys get involved is one of the opportunities we have to help homelessness veterans first. And that's where it comes down again to Dr. E presenting what he has is a very, very highly anticipated market, and it's going crazy. So I want to give it to Dr. E. Give us a little bit about how you're going to help us with that, because I think it's vital that we understand why we're here. Why are we going to do it in 36 months? How are we going to do that? How many people do we need to get this done? And how many people can get to follow our hearts and our minds for what we're trying to do right now to help the homelessness stop this BS we have going around the world right now and around our country especially. Okay? Tell it.
You know, Kevin Costner said it this way, which is very important in Field of Dreams. He said, build it and they will come. And so this is what it's all about. It's not about me, Dr. E. It's not about the crypto profit. It's not about Amazon. It's not about eBay. It's not about crypto. It's about all the elements that we're bringing to the table. We're bringing Jefro's Botanicals to the table. We're bringing Sutan to the table, Bobby Owens to the table, you know, War to the table with Dark Elements and everything he's got to do to change the world. Build it and they will come. One of my very favorite, very loving customers, and actually more of a spiritual brother, Jerry Lucas. He left the NBA, and we're talking, this man is one of the 4 top NBA players in the history of NBA. He left the NBA to start reforming the entire educational system, which we all know needs to be reformed.
Mm-hmm.
The whole entire educational system in the United States of America, he put together a program to make that happen. The books that we're using in order to make that happen, the book Middle Magic and Mind Magic, written by Jerry Lucas, one of the top NBA basketball players, rebounders of all time. This is the ingredients that is needed to eradicate the entire homeless epidemic nationwide, veterans first, in 36 months. And let me tell you this, I personally believe that we're going to do it in less than 36 months. We got powerful people. We got Jarrett St. Amand with Jefro's Botanicals. That's a multi-billion-dollar sector in this world that's going to change the world. It's not going to change a city. It's not going to change a state. It's not going to change a nation. It's going to change the world. We got Amazon and the cracks in the foundation of Amazon with a $800 billion problem that we're going to turn into profits. We got music from my boy, you know, my support system, the love of my life, you know, Muhammad, who's been a part of this movement for already over 6 years, with his profound findings about dark matter that everyone needs to know about, because it's going to change the landscape of so many people's emotions, the landscape of so many people's lives. It's going to give them a different look about what God is all about. And it's going to, honestly, I believe it's going to do the thing that needs to be done, which is reforming the way churches do business. Churches need to bring in more spirituality. They also need to start teaching people how to fish. If they start teaching people how to fish and start acting like a business, a corporation, like Goodwill, that brings in $20 billion a year. They need to start acting like that. They need to start acting like an Amazon, like an eBay. They need to start getting their own cell phone company so they can bring in the billions, so that they can pay the people for coming to their congregation instead of the people paying them. They can pay the people who are the shareholders of the corporation, pay them dividends every 3 months or quarterly or whatever, how they do. But something different needs to happen. It needs to happen 5 minutes ago. And that's why we have, you know, the war of our war to change the landscape of the way churches look at God. And we want to talk to him more about his book he just released that you guys are going to be excited about. So give him a quick rendition of Dark Matter, Mr. War, and then tell us about your book that just released on Barnes & Noble. And let's give these people some basketball side goosebumps.
Definitely. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna have to correlate this information with the host, since this is the first time we talked about this information on air. So I'm gonna direct a few questions to the host, and if you wouldn't mind, they're simple questions. Just answer them, honestly. So fire can kill you, right? Fire can destroy your physical body, right?
Right.
Lightning can kill you, right? Lightning can destroy your physical body, right?
Right. Strikes you.
Right. The sun can kill you. It can destroy your physical body, right?
Right. If the rays and everything, yeah, sun can destroy.
Right. We need water to live, but water can also kill you, right? It can destroy your physical body, right?
Right.
We need to breathe oxygen and air to live, but air can kill you, right? It can destroy your physical body, right?
Yeah, too much. Anything.
Right.
And we're made up of oxygen and water.
Right. But air itself can kill you, correct?
Air
Like
killing you?
Yeah, like
too
a
much
tornado.
air, too much.
Like a tornado could twist you like
hurricane,
a rag down. Yeah. Air can kill you. It has destructive properties. It kills people, correct?
Right. It can.
So a person could pick up a rock off the ground, smash you in the head, kill you, right? So all these natural elements I just named of the earth can kill you, can destroy your physical body, right? Name one way darkness can kill you or destroy your physical body. I'll give you a little time to think about it.
The only thing I could think of is darkness. As far as when I think of darkness and it killing you, I would think of suffocation. So
how
I was in the Navy. I was a fireman. So you think in different ways, like the fire, the elements. I lived on water. I fought fire.
Water can suffocate you, right?
Water can suffocate you too. Darkness, but I get it though. Darkness can't really do nothing to you. You're just in the dark. Usually your mind runs away with you in the dark.
Right. So you just said darkness can't kill you or harm you physically. It's the only element in the universe that has no destructive properties at all. So we've been told our whole life darkness is bad and light is good, correct?
Luke,
but you just couldn't name one way that darkness could hurt you or kill you. Close your eyes. Tell me, what do you see?
Yeah, it's dark. That's it.
You have to close your eyes to go to sleep every night so your body can heal and regenerate itself.
Yeah.
If I take a seed, right, and I hold that seed in my hand and I water that seed and light hit that seed, is it going to grow? In my hand?
No, not in your hand. No.
Right. What's the first step to creation? You have to plant the seed in total darkness. In total darkness. A seed is planted in a woman's womb for 9 months. That child is being created in total darkness for 9 months. If you pull the baby out and expose the baby to the light before the 9 months is up, what happens? The baby comes
premature.
Right.
Yeah.
And the body isn't fully developed because you exposed the fetus to the light before the creation process was done.
Complete. Right.
Right. And the first pain that baby experience is when it comes out the womb and the light hit the baby eyes for the first time, and his eyes have to adjust to the light for the first time.
Light. Yeah.
Right. So they used to say that the fastest way of travel was moving at the speed of light. It's where you got the number 1 from. It's where you got the letter L from. Einstein said no. He said if we can bend space and time and bring one point to the next using dark matter, dark energy, and create a wormhole, it's called the theory of relativity, the Rosenbridge theory. Then we get from one point to the next instantaneously. 0 comes before the 1. Darkness comes before the light. So when you ask yourself, when you go time you look up at the sky on a clear night and you see all them billions of stars up there, what's behind and around every star?
Darkness.
So if God is everywhere and omnipresent, the only element in the whole universe that's everywhere at all times is what?
Darkness.
Darkness.
So if God is
Exactly.
if God is 100% love and peace, what's the only element in the whole universe that has no destructive properties in it at all?
Darkness.
Darkness. So what we want to do. So
the name of my book that I just published 3 days ago, November 30th, on my birthday. And if you know anything about publishing, books, the title has to be available, and it can never been used before.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to search the title and make sure that the title has never been used before. So when the title of my book saying "Darkness is God," that has never been used before. And that's the title of the book you can get right now on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and it's called Darkness is God. And the same way I just broke it down to you in that simple form that a 5-year-old could comprehend, I break it down in that in my book, because it's very important. Like D said, the way that the churches operate in mostly all religions is under light ideology. Light ideology is destroy and rebuild, because that's what fire does. If you burn, when you burn the food, it's actually cooking the ingredients and the minerals that you need out of it. If you would have ate the lettuce raw, you would have got all the minerals. When you put the fire to it, it's destroying it. And that's like ideology, destroy, rebuild. The way the darkness works is we find a way to cure you, like the cream Jarrett is offering. Not something that's going to prolong the problem or give you a medicine and it only helps. And while it's helping you, it created 3 more problems. No, that's right ideology. That's I'm gonna give you radiation to get rid of cancer. No, we don't fight fire with fire. We fight fire with heat. That's the darkness ideology. We fight hate with love. We don't fight hate with hate. That means more hate. So when B was talking about the churches, if they embrace the truth, because the first chapter of the Bible goes like this: in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. The earth was without form and void. Darkness was upon the face of the deep. The Spirit of God hovered over the waters, and God said, "Let there be light," and then there was light. So before God spoke light into existence, there was no light. Before God created heaven and earth, it was without form and void. But darkness was already upon the face of the deep. The very first chapter of the Bible tells you God is the darkness in the creation story. So how did everybody that read that book miss that? And when I asked God this, you know what he told me? He said the enemy works hard to make sure you never think about the darkness in a positive sense. In every movie, every script, the darkness is used in a negative sense. You know why? Because what's inside your stomach is something called a soul. All of us got it. That little hole, black hole in all of our eye called our pupil that dilates when you die. All of us got that. I don't care what race, gender, creed, religion, you got that little black hole in your eye that leads to your soul. The eye is the gateway to your soul. Your soul is in your stomach. It's a small piece of the fabric of the universe called dark matter, dark energy. It's more powerful than any government, any any heavenly being. It made heavenly beings upset when God created mankind and said, I'm going to give mankind a piece of my original essence. And they will rule the earth and over everything in it, including fire. I got this at my fingertip. We dominate that. We dominate water. We dominate air. We dominate earth. We have dominion over these elements because we have the original element and original piece of the universe inside our stomach. So when you close your eyes and you clear your mind, scientists say your brain starts emitting alpha waves immediately. They try and call it yoga or meditation, but that's not what it is. It's you tuning into the darkness. And God is bent on getting the credit that he deserves. So by you lying, saying, oh, we're going to call it yoga, we don't call it meditation. No, God said it's the dark.
Amen.
And what it is.
Let's save some of your juicy nuggets so that people can get your book. And we need to let people know, the world know that War Muhammad is here to help change the world. I'm just a messenger. I don't own this information. It's not mine. It was given to me to give to the world. And that's what I've been doing since 2003. That's how long I've been spreading this message.
That's awesome.
Of the dark.
Yeah, that is. That's very.
That is a blessing.
Very so with all these skill sets that we're bringing to the table, we're bringing Amazon, we're bringing eBay, we're bringing crypto, we're bringing cellular, we're bringing Jefro's Botanicals. We got enough information, we got enough profit centers that if you wanted to be a part of this movement, if you got a good heart, if you want to create your own home-based business, if you want to make 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, join our movement. This is the only way we're going to be able to capitalize on eradicating the entire homeless epidemic nationwide, veterans first, in the next 36 months. The next 36 months, people, iHipHopTV is making it happen. The individuals behind iHipHopTV has allowed us to infuse various celebrities to join forces with us, to help us make sure there's not one homeless person on the street in America in all 50 states in the next 36 months. We're going to be building 500,000 container homes per year. That's 1.5 million container homes in the next 3 years. We're going to create 40,000 new Black-owned cell phone stores in the next 3 years so that we can dominate that sector. We're going to have the largest home-based business in the world. So if you wanted to start your own home-based business, join us. There is a great resignation right now. People do not want to go back to the 9-to-5 jobs. We can help you by creating a 5-figure income, a 6-figure income, a 7-figure income from the comfort of your own home. And while you're doing that, you'll be able to get taken very good care of by Jefro's Botanicals. When you do get sick, if you got COVID, if you got diabetes, high blood pressure, eczema, things of this nature, you're going to want to call my boy Jarrett. He's going to take care of you. He's got the secret formula that no one in the world has. So this is the place to be. iHipHopTV with PStock, my boy PStock, who's also a veteran of the United States of America, that's also getting his own cell phone empire taken care of through our movement. We love you. We love you, Sultan Bobby Owens. Jerry Bell, Corinthian, Enoch, we got you. So we need to wake up and take care of the people that need our voice. And those are the people that are living on the street, living in cars, couch surfing, things of this nature. Let's join forces, everyone, and eradicate the entire homeless epidemic nationwide. Veterans first, and we're going to do it in 36 months. Peace out.
I have to add to that because I think that the only way to do this is to bring a collaboration of beautiful minds and getting companies to understand the real movement and what we're trying to do. So there is a simplification of this. We're only asking you to contribute, to give yourself an equity position so you can have something for yourself in life where you can be on your own and not be owned by nobody. Okay, we're here to support you 110%. And our creams right now are going all over the world. It is such a blessing to heal people with copper 1 and CBD. And then to have the platform that we have right now by iHipHopTV. What everybody's giving us the blessing is because we're here to show you guys another pathway. And this pathway is to show you guys that there's a way because we gave it the will. And if you're willing, we'll show you the way. So let's follow each other on this journey. It's supposed to be very beautiful, and that's what it's supposed to be about. Love, life. Homelessness is not easy. I've been working with nonprofits for a long time with the homelessness in Phoenix, Arizona, and Tempe, Arizona, Mesa, Scottsdale, all the cities and metro cities around Phoenix, where we've been going at. And it's not easy, and it's destructive to see the pain and what the cities are doing against us. And every city I go to, they're telling us that we can't help feed the homeless right now. And we can't do this to them. We have to do this and follow this set of rules. They're making it very difficult. We want to break these barriers. Also, cities right now, like Phoenix, Arizona, are holding up $9 million worth of money when they got $10 million funded. Where's the $9 million going? It's almost the end of the year, folks, right? We don't have that much time for the end of the year. They have a budget they have to fulfill and utilize that money. Where's the $9 million going? And how many cities are doing the same thing with that budgeted money? They're supposed to go eradicate the homeless anyway. So why can't we utilize some of these other ideas? Who can help us with that idea? Who can put the next options in front of us to help us follow this mission? Whether we're helping you get a business, we're helping you get healthy, we're giving you a music, we're giving you opportunities to go look at a book, amazing book, and we're giving you guys all opportunities to see it on this platform right now. iHipHopTV is here for us to show you guys that we need to help the problem, the epidemic we're having right now. And that's the homelessness that we need to eradicate in 36 months, veterans first, And I think it's vital that you guys pay attention to this message because we're not going to stop. So thank you, Dr. E, PStock, and War for all you guys bring. Go ahead, War.
Definitely. Hey, thank you, Jarrett. And I want to touch on something E said about this generation not wanting to get jobs, because that's not just where E is or where Jarrett is. That's happening around the country. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a ton of jobs. It's enough jobs out there available right now in my city. You can get 2 jobs easily. So then the question goes, why the generation don't want to get a regular job? Well, I can tell you why. Because of smartphones. Smartphones have made the new generation smart. They not stupid no more. They know a 9-to-5 job is slavery. It's modern day slavery. Point blank, period. If you're not trying to own your own company and build your own foundation, then you're saying I'm okay with being a slave. Now, don't get it twisted. A 9-to-5 job has its benefit. You're supposed to work that job to get money so you can take that money and invest in your own business, your own ideas, your own creativity. You have to believe in yourself. God has blessed every single human being on this planet with an ability that you can be self-sufficient and self-sustaining for you, your family, and generations to come. I guarantee you that. All you got to do is find out what it is. What are you good at? Is it drawing? Is it painting? I know $1 million painters? Is it creating, mixing herbs, coming up with ointments and creams? Is it study currency and crypto and the barter system and finding a way to get $800 billion worth of merchandise for probably access to that type of merchandise for the low? Knowledge is power. Information is power. You pay an attorney thousands of dollars just for what he knows. If you knew what he knew, you ain't got to pay him. You just go to court, file the proper motions, file the proper paperwork. Yeah, we know the system might be, a little unjust there. Lady Liberty, she do wear a blindfold. So it might be some, little unjust there because they don't want you to win representing yourself. That can send a ripple effect throughout the whole system. Oh, people don't need lawyers anymore? They just read up on their case and study their case and go represent themselves. So yeah, they ain't gonna let all them cases go through. But then you got the appeal court, and then you got the state Supreme Court. And then when you eventually do win, you change the whole system. You change the whole world, and everybody on this line right now, they disruptors. We disrupt the system because the system ain't been fair. It's not. It shouldn't be a 1%. It shouldn't. Nowhere. It's enough land and resources for everybody to be wealthy. Not just everybody have a nice little middle class house. No, it's enough land and resource for everybody to have a mansion.
It's greed. It's greed. A lot of times, the greed. And when you look at the history of some states, like depends on where you live, there was a land grab back in the day whenever they came here. And they was giving away the land. Okay. For the African Americans in this country, they have the same amount of wealth that we had when they freed us as slaves. Today, the same amount of wealth. So the land grab, land is a part of that. And also the greed of that is what creates the homelessness problem that we're here to eradicate. By people wanting to be
the people
greedy.
are fed up.
The people are tired of it. They're fed up.
Right.
They're tired of it.
Everybody's fed up.
Veterans are tired of fighting proxy wars. Wars that don't benefit you.
We've been to them.
Yeah,
we've been to them. I went to it. Then I got shots all over the place. I don't even know what the shots are I got.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I was given. We never got a chance to look at our records and say, what'd you give me? They don't mark it. You just sign a piece of paper or you go to the brig.
Yeah.
That's what we got. Oh, and by the way, when you get out of the service, guys, we're not going to teach you crap. We're going to tell you have a high IQ and you're going to go out there and search for a job. Yeah. That's what they did for me. Hey, you got a high IQ. They're not setting us up for anything. Why can't we set you up while you're in the service right now, jumping onto an eBay account that we help you set up and we get you sufficient and something to start helping you gain access to your freedom. And that's what War's talking about. That was Dr. E's talking about. And that's why PStock's giving us this platform right now, because we have a real opportunity to get your freedom back where you need it to be. And you want to sit there and game all day. Like I look at my 21 and 22-year-olds. I'm like, you guys are better than a gaming system. I don't care about anything like that. At your age right now, you should be already proficient in so many different ways and you should be rocking it. Here I go. I said, Dr. E's coming to Arizona. We're setting up a training station right here in Tempe, Arizona. 610 West Broadway Road, number 209 is our training facility for Dr. E and myself and our core group to show people that there's an opportunity right now for you to get involved in what we're doing right now, whether it's a phone system, whether it's selling products through our Mr. War, who's going to be taking over the U.S. national accounts. I mean, we have stuff going on you guys don't even know about. So we're trying to get you involved to show you that you can have the same thing. I grew up in Flint, Michigan. I used to deliver the newspaper. I was my brother and I were the only white kids on the block. And I used to get chased by this big, giant black guy. He would chase me, and one day he got nunchucks, and then the next day he put like screws in the nunchucks, and he's chasing me, and I kept avoiding them. Like our whole life, we're avoiding obstacles. But when you have something right in front of you so beautiful and you miss that opportunity, then that's on you. You should have ran a little bit faster from that big guy, huh? You ducked on that swing. So what we're trying to say right now is we're not giving you an obstacle. We're giving you an opportunity. And it's right here above me right now, that Dr. E that's giving opportunity to everybody here that's showing
Dr. E.
in the darkness to give us all opportunity right now. And on that opportunity, guess what? You get to help eradicate the homeless. Veterans First, 36 months. That's the mission. So I implore you to reach deep, do a donation for us if you'd like. We also like those because it goes directly to our homeless foundation for what we're trying to do right now. Or jump onto our program, $250,000, $500,000, $1,000 program. You can do this today. You can get a hold of PStock. You can get an email out, a message in text. You can let us know what you want to do. We are here to help you eradicate the homeless with us and be independent, like Ward just said. Stop paying taxes to those guys. Start developing your write-offs. Do you even realize your tax benefits for being independent? Using what, 20% of your home, 400 square feet is a write-off that you get to write off on your taxes now because you're independent. You're working. We're giving you an opportunity.
Amen.
There you go.
And you get tax incentives if you hire your kids and hire your family members. You get more tax incentives.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to add in what you were saying, Jared, is one of the biggest companies in the world slogan is what? Just do it.
Just do it.
And you know why that is? Is because I'd rather be the person to say I tried and failed than never say I tried at all.
Yeah,
Amen.
exactly. And that's the way it is. That's not how it goes. You got 100% of the people that say they can do it, but only 1% that actually do it. So
right.
Exactly.
So when it comes to a small investment, just ask yourself, how much money have you blown?
Mm-hmm.
How much money have you wasted?
Mm-hmm.
Thrown away Jordans, strip clubs, getting drunk. I mean, all things that's not about to bring no real value or substance to your life. It's not about to help you unless you selling the Jordans and flipping the Jordans or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or you own the strip club or something like that. Other than that, it's time to stop being the consumer and start being the producer.
Do you remember we talked about time today when we were on the phone earlier, War? We talked about people say, I don't have time to do this right now. And I had to think about that and really, really dig down and think about time. And I thought about how much time I really spend and how fast I'm going to get somewhere and how fast I rush on the road anymore. If you ever notice how quick you are getting somewhere, and when you get there, you're early, and you're like, why did I have to go through that? Why did I run that yellow light? Why am I pressing the button so fast when I don't have to do that? And I think that we have to really start learning lessons about what we have available today and what's in front of us right now. It's time. And what you're not doing is you're not managing your time right. And it's time management. It's time to get it right. It's time to think about focusing time on your self-development for entrepreneurship. And the whole process of this is to get people on their own so they can have their own entrepreneurship benefits. And they're huge. And we just don't know them. We want to get into segments on these Fridays at 9 p.m. and show you guys Eastern time that these are processes we can show you on how to help benefit yourself and your family, to pass it to your next family, the cousin that you haven't talked to in a while. Give them a call. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Open up to different people that we have available around us to take advantage of this right now, because you have people in your sources. Like I showed you, Dolph DeRuse. Dr. Dolph DeRuse is my buddy from 07. I've been working with them for a long time. I started doing an electrical rebate program for APS and SRP. I'm the first contractor in Arizona to start that program with them. And so I went over to his office. I got to meet Dr. Dolph DeRuse, and we ended up, he's an electrical engineer, has never had a job in his life. And he goes around with Tony Robbins now and for the last 22 years. And he sends me pictures around the world, you know, and it's the same thing you just now said, War. If you're going to do it and just do it, then you got to go and do it. And that's exactly what Dolph told me. of all the places he's been in the world and all the people, he says, I've never believed in somebody more than you. And that's coming from a man that co-wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad with Dr. Kiyosaki. So to look at your support group you have around you and have them telling you things like this, you need to have that support group. And we're your support group here. We're here to help you with questions, and we have the answers for you. And if we don't, we'll find them. And that's the whole program that we have available, is we're the support mechanism to support you within your next steps to start your own financial success train. And we are in the front. We are the engine trying to help you. And we'll never leave you behind, because I'm a Marine. He's in the Navy. He used to be my babysitter.
And we're not here to handicap you either. We're here to educate you and teach you how to be self-sufficient and self-sustaining. You gotta be willing to do the work. We everybody on here, we got companies. We're running, and we're merging companies
right now.
Businesses like iHipHopTV. This is this man's platform. This is his company. He's running it. You know what I'm saying? And he's invited us on this. Yes, I'm humbled and honored to be on your platform. You know what I'm saying? And congratulations for having such an amazing, huge platform. And thank you for having us on here and not be afraid to share the truth and real content that some other media outlets might not want to share, might be scared to allow people to talk about.
You said it earlier. You just said it earlier about having a product like I have right now and being on a Dr. Sebi level and being told you're a Pleiadian starseed and you're going to do this and you're going to do that. Again, if you just can believe in yourself and all these different things I feel that's happened in my life, think about it. I've been stolen. People try to take my formulas. All this stuff's happened. Lose millions of dollars a month. And I'm still sitting here right now, happy and blessed. And I am fearless to that. I have a tumor behind my right eye. It's been there now since 2013. My eye hemorrhaged out and my eye popped out of my face. And when that happened in March of 2000, I got surgery. From February to March, I got surgery in March. And then the doctor, Patel, he failed and missed all of the tumor and off the back end of my socket and behind my right eye. And they left it hemorrhaging and closed me up and said that they couldn't stop the bleeding. So to wake up to that and have a man tell you that in 3 months, my eye kept popping. I kept having blood shoot out of my tear ducts. So why do you think I got involved into CBD and cannabidiol? I didn't even know about copper 1. I only knew about CBD, and I only knew that I didn't have time to mess around anymore because I'm on my deathbed right now, and that's all I could think about in 2013. It was death, and I'm a Marine, and I was in the front lines as a point man in Somalia, Operation Restore Hope, December 9th of 1992. Sergeant Clapp made me point man. All right, we went into hell. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I became the point man. And it's really not funny. It's really sickening because, you know, you go to war and you're supposed to be on a healing mission, not on a war mission. And you end up being pulled into something you didn't realize was going to happen. And that's what life brings us. So what I'm trying to say right now is everything that brought me to where I'm at today is now my positive lesson from my past. So just use your past as a positive lesson. Stop taking the negatives and stop being so out of it. Focus on what you have available for you right now in front of your face, which is us as a support mechanism, opportunity, and it also going for a journey on 50 states helping the homeless. That's what I got to say today about that.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with this message. Life is about sacrifices. If you're not ready to make sacrifices for yourself, don't never expect nobody else to be ready to make any sacrifices for you.
Believe in yourself first.
Right. And when I say sacrifices, I'm talking about sacrificing your fear of failure. Oh, I can't start my own business. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. You know where to start? You start. You just start. I started my company and I learned along the way. I listen, I watch professionals, I study. If you want it and you tired of being a slave, you be willing to sacrifice the time, like Jared was saying. Time is important. Imagine how much time people use just scrolling on Facebook, looking at nothing, doing nothing, just being nosy. Next thing you know, a whole hour then went by. You know what you could have got done in that hour? Or
Got your binder.
playing video games. I told myself, because I like video games, but I stopped. I said, I can be teaching myself how to edit my own videos. And that's my new video game now. So I bought an editing software. I didn't go to school. I didn't go get a degree in editing. I bought an editing software and I turned it into my video game.
That's beautiful.
I had enough video footage stocked up. I could just put stuff in, play around with it. Next thing you know, I'm editing my own videos and I got people calling me to pay me to edit their videos. Just because I was willing to sacrifice the time and say, I'm about to take time that I used to put into playing video games, I ain't entering in no video game contests for 25,000, 50,000. Now, if you're doing that, be the best video game player you could be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely some
$1
money.
million now, buddy.
Yeah, $1 million tournament. Yeah.
I got to help the number 2 Fortnite guy and with my
look,
cream.
if it's bringing in the checks, be the best. You know what I'm saying? But if you just wasting time and it's just for pleasure, and you're sitting there half broke, not knowing how I'm gonna pay this, how I'm gonna pay that, and you got Dr. E right now, like, Joe, I could teach you how to store your house with brand new product, and then you could resell it on Amazon right from your house, and you ain't never had to leave and go nowhere. All you had to do is put the video game joystick down for hours.
Can I speak on that? You know,
pick up your laptop, pick up your phone, and get to that bag. And then next thing you know, the engine running by itself. People already know. Hit you up, you got the product. Now it's going like this. Now you got to make a decision. Do I go back to playing video games? Do I make a good money? Or do I put the joystick down and now start my own line, start my own cell phone company? Let me get in on this miracle cream that's about to change the world. Let me tune into positive, uplifting hip hop music, the music that's bringing my frequencies down low and making me feel like I'm less than, and I'm supposed to treat people that look like me less than. And once you start adding all these formulas to your life, you gonna be successful like all the people you see on this screen. And right now, all we thinking about is helping the world with our success, our connections, our blessings. And we already know the heights we're going. We already know what we can do for each other, and we're doing that. That's those plans in motion. But one thing we do know, with y'all help and more numbers, is more power. And then you rich like us. You become wealthy and successful like us. And whenever anything collapses, if there's another COVID, like if it's another 9/11, whatever happened, you gonna be secure. Your future isn't gonna be in somebody else's hand. It's gonna be in yours. And to me, that's priceless.
And what most people need to do, which is very, very important, is change their mindset. They got to start by changing their mindset. They got to understand between poor, middle class, and rich people. Poor people, they go to the dollar store and they buy stuff. They just get stuff. That's what keeps them poor. Middle class people, what do? They buy liabilities that don't make them money. They get the house that they can't afford. They get the car they can't afford. They entertain people that they don't like and buy things that they don't need. Rich people buy assets. They buy assets. When they get their money, what do? They look to make money on top of their money and invest it. Exactly. So look at your sacred circle. Look at the people that are around you. You are the average of your sacred circle. So if your sacred circle is only making $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, that's your ceiling. So knowing that, you're going to have to cut some of the people in your life like cancer and start getting a mentor and start changing your mindset so that you can reach the heights that you need to reach in order to create the goals and the dreams and buy the things that you want by switching your sacred circle. You know, if your people that are in your sacred circle aren't positive, you got to cut them out. If you're the smartest person in the group, you got to get another group, because it's all about learning 7 days a week, twice on Sunday, about your craft. You know, you need to be the Michael Jordan or the Tiger Woods or the Elon Musk of your craft. You need to manage your time, just like Will says. Manage your time. And we all know that there's 24 hours in a day. Out of that 24 hours, we're going to be sleeping 8 hours of that 24 hours. So what are you doing in that 16 hours? You know? In theory, you only got about 7 hours a day to accomplish what you need to accomplish. 7 hours. So out of that 7 hours, are you going to spend 2-3 hours, like Will said, you know, flipping on the TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
looking at booties and titties all day. Let's keep it 100. Looking at booties and titties all day.
Right.
Yeah.
That you ain't gonna never touch. That you ain't gonna never touch.
Right.
Because you just doing this.
Or are you? Are you gonna develop a craft? Are you gonna be the next Michael Jordan? Are you gonna be the next LeBron James? Are you gonna be the next Steph Curry? I promise you this.
Is you gonna be the next? Is you gonna be the next Jarrett? Is you gonna be the next Dr. E?
That's what it comes down to.
Is you gonna be the next PStock?
That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Be the next war.
Because one thing for sure, you got a better chance of being the next Dr. E or the next Jarrett than being LeBron.
Yeah.
Or being Jordan.
Right.
Because a very small percentage of people go to the league. But what we're offering, your kids can do. Everything that everybody's offering right here, you can have your kids doing.
Mine are.
And that's the whole point, to have family.
And
it's family building.
They're doing it. So they're 21 and 22. That's an opportunity.
Yeah.
Who are they helping? They're helping the whole core because they heard the message and they said, we want to help. I told you, it can reach out far or it can reach close.
I'm gonna tell you, I feel good right now about everything that's going on, and I see it's gonna be so amazing. And anybody that get to see this on iHipHopTV, you need to understand this is your opportunity to get in on the biggest world stocks at the ground level right now. Ground level, because in a minute, it's gonna be hard to get in. It's gonna be hard to get in at the ground level because there's only so much percentages in everything. And once, just like even crypto, you know, they all have a cap off number. It might be 687 billion. But we plan on making more money than that. We going to the trillions, like I told Jared earlier. We're inheriting the earth. We're changing the world. When we're done,
different level. It's just a different level, man.
Different. Totally.
It's a whole nother level. So this is
talking about stuff that's unreal, like changing lives
we just went from a miracle cream to defining exactly what God is and created the universe, to Dr. E brought all this together and more. So just that alone, you need to sit back like, I don't care what other TV show you watching or what's going on, you ain't gonna get the information you just got from here on iHipHopTV.
I know in my heart we're gonna solve one of the biggest problems on the planet, eradicating the homeless problem nationwide. We have to take care of our veterans first. The goal behind what I'm about to present to you is we're gonna do $1 billion in sales per year. And Amazon has a $500 billion a year return problem. We're gonna turn that problem into profits. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our home as a fulfillment center. Regular kitchen, your kitchen has a lot of space, right?
Right.
You're gonna see Amazon return product. We're getting about 500 to 1,000% on our dollar. That's Amazon's problem. Here, this is also my returns department. And take a look. So we don't have to get offices. We don't have to get warehouses. We don't have to get forklifts. We just utilize what we have in order to produce something that's never been done before. Eradicating the entire homeless problem in the U.S. We're going to take care of our veterans first. We have to do this for our veterans. We have to do this for God's children that need our voice.
Yep.
They need, they're praying intensively right now that we come through for them. We are going to start training individuals to take this problem and turn it into profit. I've been doing this since 1996. I know in my heart that we're going to solve one of the biggest problems on the planet, which is eradicating the homeless problem nationwide. We have to take care of our veterans first.